the problem sums of percentage, we face a lot of issues. But trust me, with the one basic single formula which will deal on everyday basis, whenever a student gets examination and he gets his result, he always calculates his percentage. So with that formula, how he calculates his marks will be applied in maximum story sums, so that solving percentage story sums becomes very easy with one single formula. Trust me student, once you apply these formulas, then solving percentage equations story sums will be very easy for you. So for this, I, Rina Sharma, your vitamin T with your teacher for online solutions, would be dealing with these topics today. So let's start the video. Hello students, so we were doing percentage in our last videos. So our continuing topic is percentage. So we understood the basics, how to take out fraction, how to convert decimals, how to convert decimals from fractions, how to take out increase or decrease. Now let's do some story sums related to that. So we have started with ML Agarwal, some of the questions. After that, we would be doing some of the questions from RS Agarwal as well. And after that, if any student have any queries, please do mention in the comment box, give the question, I will definitely solve it. So the question is, a school team won 6 games this year against 4 games won last year. So what is the percentage increase? So we did the formula percentage increase and decrease. Do you remember the formula? Yes. First find out what is the increase. So increase is equals to how much? Increase is equals to 6 minus 4. Don't take straight away 6 or 4. We have to find out the difference. So 2, and what was the original achieved by the school? So 4 last year. So the original is 4. Don't take it as 6. So the original is 4 into 100. This is equals to 50%. Our next question is, 300 students took part in an examination, 28% failed. Calculate the number of students who passed the exam. So in these type of questions, what I have to do? There are 2 steps. First, find out the percentage in terms of numbers. How many students fail? Then deduct it from the total number of students. Don't do one step and leave the second step for the examiner to do it. So this, if I want to find out the number, what to do? We did in the formula, isn't it? The fraction, this will be numerator divided by 100, denominator into the number. So if we remember the formulas, we can easily do, it is 28 by 100 into 300. This is cancelled, just multiply. 24 to 6, 8, 84. So 84 failed, but don't write 84 failed and complete. See, they are asking the number of students who passed, not failed. This is failed. I have to find out passed. So 300 minus 84, that is 2. If the price of the watch is increased by 15%, so increase is how much? 15%. The increase in the price is 90. So in these cases, more often, what is a silly mistake done by the students is that they take this as the price and take out 15% of this, and then they do the solution, which will be totally incorrect. What they are giving here, just in order to confuse, see, they have written 15%, the increase in price. So the value which has been increased, that is 15%, that is equals to rupees 90 in this case. So what was the price of the watch earlier? We have to find the price earlier. So how to do in these cases? The most easiest way, we can do it in the unitary way. If we find for 1, we can find for 100 very easily. We can also do it by taking x. So 1% will be how much? 90 by 15. See, what we were doing when we find out when we want to find a number, like suppose for this we want to find the number, we multiplied with the original divided by 100. Here it will be reversed. We will just divide it by this and multiply it by 100. This is equals to 600. So the original price of the watch will be 600. So see, look for some more examples. Like 44% of the teachers in a school are males and the number of female teachers is 42. Find the total number of teachers in the school. Now here only we have been provided with the information of male teacher percentage and female teachers number. So it is very confusing. Why? There is no total teachers given or the number related to percentage is given. How to do in these cases? The first thing which we have to remember is the meaning of the term percentage. Percentage means out of every 100. So this is out of every 100 percentage. So what is total percentage? It is 100%. If I know 44% is male, means minus 44%, that is equals to 56% that is females. Now when we know 56% is females, can we take out for 1 and then 100? Yes, of course we can. So 1% will be what? 56% is equals to 42. So 1% will be 42 by 56 and we want to find out for 100. That will be equal to, yes, you all are correct, just multiply by 100. So 42 by 56 into 100. Solve it. So the total number of teachers in the school is 75. Isn't it going to be very easy? Yes, it is. Now look for our next sum. This is the most frequently asked question. You can see in examination, in objectives, in long, whereas students get confused because two percentages are given and the percent of children where we don't know the percentage, we don't know how to take out the fraction, the figure for that number is given to you. And they have asked you to find out the male. In lot of cases they also ask you to find out the total. So see how to find out for male. In the same way we can find out for women, and if in the examination they ask you for total, you can add up all and you can find out. So this is given to you. As I already told, percentage means always on the basis of 100%. So 100%, we will always calculate on 100%. So male is 40% and women is 39%. This is coming to 79%. So when I know what is 79%, what will be for children? 100% minus 79% is equals to 21%, isn't it? So yes, when 21% is equals to the given number 12,600, 1% will be 12,600 by 21, and if I want to find the total number, it will be simply multiplied by 100. If I go with the table of 21, 6 it is 600. So it is totally coming 1, 2, 3, 4, 60,000. So 60,000 is the total population. But if in the question they would have asked the total, then I could have written 60,000. But they are asking what is the total number of men. So what to do? In this case, I will simply solve it like this. When I know 100%, can I find 40%? Yes, I can find. So 40 by 100 into 60,000, which we did in the formula. If a fraction is given out of the given number, how to find out the value? So it is coming to 24,000 will be the male members in the town. Isn't it clear? So these are some of the examples which we did. We will carry forward this video and do some of the examples related to percentage, which are the frequently asked questions in examinations. So see, Mohini saves rupees 400 from her salary. If this is 10% of her salary, then what is her salary, means our total salary. So we know 10% is equals to 400. Now I hope these type of sums are just like ease for you all now. You can do within fraction of seconds. So just for the mere of practicing, we are doing this one more sum so that you can be rest assured of yourself that yes, we can solve any question related to these types. So 10% is equals to 400, 1% is equals to 400 by 10, and 100% is equals to 400 by 10 into 100. This is equals to 4,000. Wasn't it so easy? Yes, ma'am, it was so easy. It was, isn't it? So it is a question. A chalk contains 10% calcium, 3% carbon, 12% oxygen, and the remaining sand. The amount of carbon and calcium in 2.5 kg of chalk. Find carbon and calcium in 2.5 kg of chalk and also sand in terms of grams given in the according to the question. So how to do? First, we all know unitary method. In that case, first how to do? Just convert first 2.5 kg into gram. So we all know that 1 kg is equals to 1000 grams. So this is 2.5 kg, that is equals to 2500 grams, isn't it? So calcium is how much? 10%. So if I make this into fraction, what it will be? 10 by 100 into 2500. So this is equals to 250 grams. Carbon will be, carbon is equals to 3%. So 3 by 100 into 2500. This is equals to 75 grams. Now 250 plus 75 grams is how much? 325 grams if I total add it. So what will be sand? Apart from doing calculation, we can simply subtract it from this so that we can very easily get the value of sand. So sand is equals to 2500 minus 325. This is equals to 2175 grams. Isn't it very, very easy? See, this sum seems to be extremely tough, but if we are practicing thorough and our concept is clear, this sums becomes the most easiest one. One of my most favorite topic. Once you know the concept, because concept is the real basis of knowledge. If it is clear, we can do any type of sums. So we will be doing some more exercises on percentage. Till that time, stay safe, practice, and thank you.